Hey guys, everything new under the sun. There was a update that I just received today, and I wanted to take a look at it. In the latest iMovie, which is what I use for my files, I can't afford Final Cut, and there's a new update here which saves space. The new update is hidden here. Well, it's just in small text. Ability to delete files to recover drive space. Now, a large issue with iMovie, obviously, is that it keeps movie files. Let's see if I can find it here. iMovie projects. This is not it. Let me pause it and I'll find. Alright, so it's in the iMovie library. So if you go to, let me try and I'll get back to it. Movies, and then it's in this iMovie library file. If you right-click this and click Show Package Contents, you can see all your render files. And this has all the original media and rendered media and thumbnails, etc. And sorry for the noise. I've got a cold, but you have all the render files. And if you just go delete your project in iMovie, you can see all my movies here. If you just delete this doesn't delete the render files. It just seems to delete the movie that you made, but the render files exist. So I saw that option and I thought, oh, that's a great way, because this makes up like multiple gigs worth of data here, all the render files. So let's see if we can go into iMovie and figure out how we can actually remove the render files. Alright, so I found the place where it is in iMovie, so in the latest version. This is very cool. So I'm pretty much done all the videos here. I don't have anything left to export. This is one about my harvest table and the mold that was on it. But what you want to do is click up iMovie here, top left corner, click Preferences. And then at the bottom of your Preferences window, you have the option to delete rendered files to free up space. So let's see what this does. Let's see how, see if this frees up space in iMovie here. I'll set that to the side. I'm interested to see what this does real time. So I'm going to click Delete. Are you sure you want to delete all the render files from all open libraries? Deleting render files will free up space in your disk. Performance may be impacted temporarily until needed render files are regenerated. So yeah, I'm definitely going to go for that. So I'm just interested to see what that does. Looks like it's going now because the button's grayed out. So it must be going through the files here and deleting stuff. So let's just leave it for a few seconds. We'll see. We'll come back and see where it got to. I will add that while it's doing this, my current space on my 256 gig SSD is 7 gigs left. So I'm expecting to see this jump by a large amount, a lot more space, likely when that is done. So we'll compare that. Now I wanted to say, while it's doing it, I wanted to say that since this new version of iMovie, you could create as many videos as you wanted, but of course, if you deleted these, and I go through and regularly delete all these videos, your basically the render files would stay behind. So if you want actually free space, like just deleting the video files here did not free space. If you want to actually free up space, you had to go here and scrub all these, and you don't always know, if you're working on one, what's the active one, what's not the active one, what does it need? Are you causing issues by actually deleting stuff inside the iMovie package? And so it was a little sketchy. So I'm thinking the render files option, delete the render files option, which is still plugging away here. It's been 10 minutes or so. I'm thinking this goes and scrubs basically all the render files. So if we look in here at thumbnail media, you can see all this detail in here. So this will be quite interesting to see, and I'd like to see that it actually deletes these folders as well if the movie does not exist anymore. I don't know if it does that, but we'll find out. I'll let this go and I'll get back to you. Alright, so I want to make note that my space actually wasn't much saved actually. Although maybe if I empty, let me look at my trash here. Let's see if there's any saved stuff in here. No, I don't see any saved data in there. That's just my regular trash. But I will note that if you look here, the rendered files, there's nothing in there. And so if I go to rendered files, there's nothing in there. And so it does look like it got rid of rendered files, but apparently that wasn't much of the space used. Now, it does say that it will not delete original media, which makes sense. So original imported media, just the rendered files stuff is gone there. So that's interesting, it helps. So now let me go and actually try and delete these. I'm going to pick one, let's say Audio Voxcam 6. Let me see if I can find that one. Audio Voxcam. Where is that one? Oh, there it is here. So I'm going to go delete this one. Delete this project. And what I would like to see is the files actually be removed. All media files will be removed. Spinning bouncy rainbow ball happening. It is deleting it, and actually you saw that just briefly. It removed some files, the movie files, I guess, but the original files are still there. So that's fine. So now if I go back to my media and go to Audio Voxcam 6 and actually try and delete this, let's see what that removes here. It should remove all this stuff here. There we go. So that removes that, and that whole folder is now gone. So that works pretty well, actually. So before it was actually saving it, but you do notice there's a few steps there. You gotta purge your rendered stuff. You gotta delete your project, and then you gotta go and delete your media to scrub it all. So kind of beginning to end to actually scrub your data. So now I have to do it for all these videos here, and there'll probably be some left over that I've deleted before that I actually need to manually delete as well. So I just want to put that out there for you who are trying to look to save space on your system, and it helps. It certainly helps. 6.4 gigs now. Probably a whole bunch of stuff in trash. Let me empty trash and see what that does here. It went down again. That must be slow in reacting. Anyways, I want to show that new feature to you guys on iMovie. And I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope that helps the next person try and get rid of some of the extra junk that really stays behind in the iMovie folder, sucking up space. So once I go and purge this all, I should end up having about 50 or 60 gigs worth. Oh, this just updated, 34 gigs. So what I did there actually cleaned up just under 30 gigs worth of data. So once I clean up the rest of it, I should have, probably 60, 70 gigs of space left. Alright, I will leave it there. Thanks, guys, for watching. Let me know if you guys have any other tips or tricks. It would be nice if they had an automated way, or if you deleted the project, everything got removed or something. But that's kind of the best way that we have for now. We didn't have that render file option before, and that used to stick around, and that's what you had to delete before manually in the folder here. We'll talk to you guys in the next video.
Okay.